Howdy, cowboy. Welcome to Scary Hours, cowboy. Today, I feel like I want to do something different. Today, I got my cup of coffee. It's tasting good, cowboy. But like I said, today, I want to do something different. Like I said, today I want to do something different, cowboy. So today, we're gonna look at a channel called Slapped Ham. We're looking at something different. This is called like 10 real cases of time travel that cannot be explained. Goddamn. Let's look at it, guys. Slapped Ham?
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're talking about weird cases of time travelling. From a time traveller who passes a lie detector test to a man from the future who earned a fortune on the stock market. Join us as we take a look at 10 real cases of time travel that can't be explained.
Guys,
In February 2018, a man who claimed to be a time traveller underwent a lie detector test on camera. The man, only known as Noah, said he was from the year 2030 and made several predictions for the near future. Among them, he said that Donald Trump would be re-elected for a second term of presidency. In 2028, time travel will be invented and the first humans will visit Mars. He also claimed that Bitcoin will be used as a currency, but that cash money also still exists. Noah also claims to have some sort of futuristic technology implanted in his wrist that is somehow involved in the time travel process. An X-ray confirms that there is in fact some sort of device embedded under the skin, but he refuses to have it surgically removed. Several days after the lie detector test, Noah was reported to mysteriously vanish during a live stream. It was then revealed that he contacted the channel via email, stating that he was briefly taken back to the year 2030 for interrogation, but is now back in our time. In 1932, journalist J. Bernard Hutton, along with photographer Joachim Brandt, was sent to do a story on the Hamburg shipyard for a German newspaper. The pair claimed that shortly after they arrived at the shipyard, bombs started raining down from the sky and they had to scramble to safety. When they emerged, they took several photographs of the devastation before returning to Hamburg. When the pair told their story, no one believed them as there had not been a bombing of any sort. Determined to prove that they were not crazy, they developed the photographs they had taken. To their shock, the photographs showed no signs of an air raid whatsoever. 11 years later, Hutton was living in London when he opened a newspaper and read that an air raid had taken place on the Hamburg shipping yard. The bombing was part of the Allied attack codenamed Operation Gomorrah. To his amazement, the photographs in the newspaper looked just like the ones he thought he and Brandt had taken years earlier. Did the pair slip through some sort of time rip? Had they actually witnessed an event that was yet to occur? In 2016, a mysterious photograph surfaced on Icelandic social media. It showed downtown Reykjavik in 1943 at the height of World War II. In the foreground, a group of American GIs can be seen standing outside a taxi.
Guys, why the hell does he got like a cell phone? Remember back in World War II, right? Remember back then people never had like cell phones like that. They had this old type of phone thing that they had during World War II. So this guy is definitely a time traveler. What do you guys think? State it down in the comment section. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is just like a Photoshop type of thing, or do you guys really think this guy's a time traveler? Because I mean, look at him. He got the phone. It's like shit. He's like standing like this. You know, he got the phone. He got the phone. What do you guys think?
Taxi station, as well as a man leaning against a window who appears to be talking on a mobile phone long before they even existed. Originally posted to a Facebook group by Christian Hoffman, it quickly began to attract attention across the internet. The photo was so convincing that many people said it was irrefutable proof that time travel must exist. while others thought that it showed that the mobile phone must have already been invented and in use in Iceland by
You
the
see
1940s.
what I'm saying, guys? Like,
what do you think? Is this man
guys, like, you see what I just said a moment ago? How the hell does he got like a mobile phone, aka cell phone? Like, hello. You know, how the hell does someone like this got a phone like that back in that time? Remember, that's World War II. No one knew about cell phones back then, mobile phones back then. No one. So this guy, he gotta be from the future.
from the 1940s really using a cell phone? There's been several recorded instances of people seemingly
Women
using
on cell
technology
phone.
that shouldn't exist at the time. Many believe it to be evidence of time travel. This footage of a woman exiting a DuPont factory was taken in 1928.
What? Do you guys see
If
she
you
got a
look
cell
closely,
phone?
it appears that she's talking.
She's talking. She's talking. Yeah, for sure she's doing that. But like, what is that? That ain't no phone. During that time, they never had these type of phones. Like, this is definitely like a cell phone, aka mobile phone. And what the hell? I mean, like, there has been talks about technology that already existed in the 1930s to the 1950s, 60s. They've been having this technology, but they never used it back then. Is man, this is mind blowing, guys.
On a mobile phone. This footage was taken from the opening of a Charlie Chaplin film in 1928. As the camera pans in, a lady can be seen walking past chatting on another mobile phone.
Look, she's on a mobile phone. How the hell is that possible? Like, during that time, people never know about, like, they never knew about mobile phones yet back then, as opposed to now that everyone got like mobile phones, we got social media. How the hell is this possible? Do you guys think really people back then were like time travelers really existed that time? What do you guys think?
What do you think? Does this footage really prove that time travel exists?
Man, I believe in time travel. I believe in time travel, guys.
This now famous black and white photo was taken on the day South Fork Bridge reopened in Canada in the early 1940s.
Oh shit, I remember this one. I remember this one, guys. This guy, like, there's some rumors going the time this actual, you know, footage came out. Like, they say, like, this guy over here is not from this time because he's like the other one. If you can see how everyone is dressed over here, and if you look at him, he's like this differently dressed, you know. So, man, this guy definitely giving me the time traveler vibes. So I'm not gonna lie.
Take a look at the man in the middle right of this image. He's wearing a pair of modern sunglasses, a hooded jumper, and a logo printed t-shirt. If this is a real time traveler, why has he travelled to the 1940s to witness a bridge reopening in Canada? Now, I know some of you are thinking that you've seen this photo a million times before, but wait till the number one spot where we'll reveal an extra piece of shocking information. This photo was taken after Brazil's triumph over Czechoslovakia in the final of the 1962 FIFA World Cup. The man holding the trophy is Brazilian player Garrincha, who was voted player of the tournament. If you look directly below...
Yeah, I see he got like the Motorola, you know, the flip phones back in the days. You know, I love my flip phones. But yeah, do you guys remember these flip phones back in the days? How the hell is someone like from that time is having a flip phone around that time? That time flip phones wasn't even a thing. This is definitely, like, I think, man.
Below him, there's a man who appears to be taking a photo of Garrincha using a mobile phone. Could this be evidence of a time traveller who's travelled back in time to witness this historical sporting occasion?
Oh, is it Photoshop?
In 1901, Anne Mobley and Eleanor Jourdain, two professors from St Hugh's College in Oxford, England, travelled to France to visit the Palace of Versailles. As they were walking around a small chateau within the grounds known as Petit Trianon, the pair claimed that something very strange happened. They said they were suddenly surrounded by people dressed in 1780s period attire, and that Marie Antoinette herself was sitting on a stool in the gardens. Seemingly impossible, as Antoinette, the last Queen of France, was found guilty of high treason and beheaded by guillotine in 1793.
Damn.
The pair then claimed that everyone mysteriously disappeared just as a tour guide approached them. In 1911, the two professors wrote a book titled An Adventure, under the aliases of Elizabeth Morrison and Frances Lamont, that described in detail their bizarre experience. Because of the credibility of the authors and the grounded accounts of which they told their story, it is widely regarded as one of the best pieces of evidence that time slips may actually exist. Did Mobley and Jourdain experience a time slip, or was it some sort of strange hallucination? Let us know what you think could have happened in the comments section below. In 2008, archaeologists opened a sealed tomb in Guangxi, China that supposedly hadn't been disturbed for more than 400 years. Inside the coffin, they discovered a small wristwatch with the time frozen at 10:06. On the back, the word Swiss.
How the hell is that watch that small? How the hell is that watch that small? You telling me we had fairies time travel? What the hell?
This was engraved. The first wristwatch, however, was not made until the 1800s, which makes the discovery in Guangxi so baffling. Was the watch left behind by a clumsy time traveller, or could it just be an elaborate hoax?
Nah, I think that's a hoax.
In a video published in February 2018, a man by the name of Alexander Smith claims to be a time traveller that's visited the year...
Oh shit, I remember this one too, guys. I think, if I'm correct on this one, they say he vanished or like just disappeared for some reason. I don't know. Maybe he's the government. We never know.
2118. In the video, he says that he's actually one of the first people to ever use time travel technology as part of a top-secret CIA mission in 1981. He goes on to say that a group of unnamed people were looking for him and that he was living in hiding. Among other things, Smith claims that by the mid-21st century it's become widely known to the public that intelligent alien life exists. He goes on to say that they've been visiting Earth for a long time and that the government...
Don't you guys think this is so accurate? The way he said, like, everyone is gonna know about aliens that exist and things like that. And it's currently happening. Wow. This guy has to be a time traveler.
Has been keeping it a secret. He also says that while walking around in the year 2118, he came across a statue of a man named Janu Oliver Beck, who he later found out would become President of the United States and is somehow assassinated. At the end of the interview, Smith reaches into his jacket and produces a photo of a city he claims he took while visiting the year 2118. He then...
Oh, this like Back to the Future type shit. What? That looks like two fingers, you know, the...
Then mentions that the reason the image is slightly distorted is
flying cars and shit.
Due to the time travel process. In 2003, a newspaper reported that a man by the name of Andrew Carlson had been arrested on insider trading charges.
This one also.
According to a report by the Security and Exchange Commission, Carlson had turned an initial investment of just $800 into a portfolio worth around $350 million while trading the stock market. All the trades he made were high risk and based on information that he couldn't have known unless he had inside information or was from the future. Carlson was interrogated by the FBI and confessed that he was actually a time traveller from the year 2256. He claimed that his plan was to make several small trades here and there that would go unnoticed, but that he got caught up in the excitement of the situation and ended up making a fortune. The more the FBI pressed him, the more Carlson insisted that he was actually from the future. In an effort to prove his story, Carlson is said to have even told the FBI where Osama bin Laden was hiding, as well as giving them the cure for AIDS.
What?
However, the story gets even stranger. In an effort to further prove himself, Carlson offered this photo as proof that he was actually a time traveller. He claimed that he was also witness to the reopening of the South Fork Bridge in Canada in the early...
So you're telling me this guy is that guy they caught, the one that was messing with the trading type of thing that was going on? So what they actually saying, this guy was that guy they caught. Man.
1940s, alongside the mysterious man dressed in modern-day clothes. Carlson pleaded with the authorities to release him so he could return to the year.
I must have missed this one. Oh shit! Look, the two of them, the only odd ones. Like, look how everyone is dressed, and look at these two.
2256. However, he refused to give up the location of his timecraft for fear of the technology falling into the wrong hands. Shortly after his arrest, a mysterious man posted his bail of $1 million. He was due to appear in court in April of 2003, but disappeared on the way to the hearing. There was no record of an Andrew Carlson existing prior to December 2002, and he was never seen or heard from ever again.
That was another one. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, you hit the notification bell, and you tune in for another one. I love you guys.